The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Hold on tight, things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
Hey, welcome to the program. I'm just capable of saying, hey, that's about it. Thanks for being here to my marvelous living room. Yeah, it's my living room. The sofa's behind me. Couch. Kitchen's right here. I'm touching the stove. And this is the bathroom. Sorry, didn't have a chance to clean that up. And that's about it. So thanks for coming to my home. Do you like the way I decorated it with vertical and horizontal stripes? Yeah, I had to throw some color on the wall because otherwise it's just not, that's really just gray and black. So yeah, thanks for coming here. Now, do you want me to go to your house? No? Okay, I understand. Anyway, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here. There are other shows on this channel, but seriously, right? I know. Every once in a while, someone says to me, Ron, why don't you get more involved in the town in which you live? And my response is, what are you, serious? They say, Ron, you should be on the school committee. School committee? I would shut down that institution in 3 minutes. Are you kidding me? I would overhaul everything. Not that school is a bad system. It's the best we have. It's just that I would just do everything differently. That's all. Kids with cell phones, you can't come into the school with a cell phone. Don't even bring it. That's what I would do. Yep. All right. Anyway. I don't know when you're watching this. I assume you're not at all. But if you are, probably Thanksgiving has passed already. I don't know. They can air this thing 2 years later if they want to, or they could air it immediately, which I don't think they would. Who knows? But I will tell you a Black Friday story. I don't know why they call it Black Friday. I do not know. I've not understood that at all. The last time I went to a Black Friday thing was about 15 or 20 years ago, maybe even 20 years ago. And it was around a time where the flat screen TVs were becoming very, very popular in this country, and they were very, very expensive. You know, with people complaining about prices, look, I'm using my hands because it's a television thing. People were complaining about, otherwise, if I was just doing radio like I do every day, I'd just sit here. But because there's a camera, I got to be animated. In real life, I don't do this. I do not do that. I've never in my entire life sat in a chair and went like this. I just don't do it. Excuse me, I'm getting over. I didn't have a cold. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's allergies, but I've got dripping in my throat, and every once in a while I'll have a coughing fit. So if that does happen, A, I won't be airing this, and B, I won't be airing this. So I guess why did I even say that? If you're watching this, I haven't had my coughing fit yet, so we're good. Anyway, I'll get into that later. So Black Friday, I've seen commercials for it, and all that stuff, and I always thought, who in the world would be so desperate for a bargain that they'd get up at 2 o'clock in the morning to go to a store? Who would do something like that? Well, I found out who. One year, there was an advertisement. There was a department store called Kmart. How many of you young kids under the age of 3 remember, who can even raise their hands, remember Kmart, the department store? All right, adults over 40 years old, still not a lot of you. Adults over 50 years old, yeah, we remember Kmart. It was like Walmart, only with a K in front of it. And they had, it was a low-cost place, but they had everything. So Walmart put out this advertisement for Black Friday. They have 48-inch flat screen TVs for $75. Need I say more? Now, in this day and age of nobody being able to afford anything, and I'm serious, nobody really can. Nobody can, unless you're so filthy rich you don't know what to do with your money. But other than that, this is tough. This is tough times. Every service I have for my home is over $200. All they have to do is show up and it's $200. It's like, that's hundreds of dollars. When did that start? When did things start being hundreds of dollars for just one thing? When did that start? To the point where if you say, how much is that? Oh, it's $100. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad. That's $100. Anyway, that's not the point of this. So Kmart is doing this ad that on Black Friday, TVs, this particular TV brand, I don't remember which one it was, 48-inch flat screen TV, beautiful quality, and it's the stock is limited. Stock is always limited for Black Friday. Once we run out, we're done. That's it. We're not going to pull in trucks while you're standing in the aisle here. So I said to myself, "Oh, okay, that's a deal. That's a deal." So I got up at I think it was 3:00 in the morning, and I think the doors opened at 4 a.m. or something at Walmart. Not Walmart, Kmart. Sorry, slip of the tongue. Kmart. Way back, 15, 20 years ago. So I get up and I get dressed, and I was so tired, I remember, that I had to check before I walked out the door that I had my pants on. Because did you ever get up so early that you're walking around and go, hey, I don't have any pants on? That's what I felt like. So I checked. I did have pants on. Not the best pants, but I had pants on. I got my car and I drove to the Kmart, which was about, I would say, 7 minutes away. And I'm thinking, it's 4:00 in the morning. Who else in their right, sane mind would go to a store at 4:00 in the morning? Everybody must be sleeping. No, Ron. That's not the case. The parking lot is practically full. And I get out of my car and I walk. It's 4:00 in the morning. I'm sorry to yell at you. I get out of my car and I walk to the front of the store, and there's a line of 50 people. Store's not even open yet. 50 people online. I'm number 51. 4:00 in the morning. Where do these people come from? Is this a sale for the homeless? Where do they come from? I thought I'd be the only schmuck getting up at 4:00 in the morning for a TV set. Now, granted, I had TVs. I have TVs. I don't need a TV. But for $75 a TV, $50, $75, I don't remember what it was, 48-inch screen. Yeah, of course. Yeah, okay, sure. It's funny, not that funny, because I'm not laughing, but it's funny, and I know you're not. TVs, when the new technology comes out, like it's HD, then it's 4K, then it's 6K, then it's 8K. I don't even know what that means anymore. Something comes out and those TVs are like over $1,000. 2 years later, $200. TVs are the only thing in the world where a new one comes down in price. Who knew? Because they're making way for newer models that are that much better. So the ones that are still really fantastic, the prices drop. So, those 48-inch TVs back then were going for like $1,000. $75? I'm on my way to Kmart. So I'm standing in line. I'm number 51. The store hasn't opened yet. And you start making idle conversation with the other people in line. And the only conversation you can really say to the person in front of you in line is, "We're crazy, aren't we?" And they turn around and look at me like, what are you talking about? What? Hey, where are you from? Oh, I'm down the street. Oh, hey, where are you from? Georgia? Where are you from? Wyoming? No, they're all from down the street. There's nothing to talk about. I just look down the line and I say, who's not wearing pants here? Who's not wearing pants? All right. Store opens. 2 minutes after 4, store opens. This quiet bunch of very nice, civilized 50 people in front of me, forming a perfect line. All of a sudden, the door to Kmart opens, and they become cannibals. It was like a click of the finger. Everybody for themselves. It's like they're being chased by zombies. Come on, let's run. All these 50 people, they're pushing, they're shoving to get into the door. They get in the door. In the back of the Kmart is where the TVs are. I know that. They know that. They start, as soon as they get in the store, they go running like they're in the Olympics or something at the 100-yard dash. They are running in the aisles. Now, here's the deal. I run pretty fast, or at least I did back then. I don't know about now, but back then I did. I run down those aisles like you never saw me run, and you never saw me run. So it's like you never saw me run. And now, 51st in line Ron is now like number 8 when you get to the TV department down a couple of aisles. And quick, you got to be quick. You got to be quick. Got to know what you're doing. Got to know what you're doing. I run up to the shelf where I know the TVs are because I've scouted the place out before. I've been in that area before in that TV department at Kmart. And I run up to the shelf where they have these TVs. And there's 3 of them on the shelf. What? Excuse me. You got 50 people here. You got 3 TVs. Now it's survival of the fittest. It's like there's not a drop of food anymore, and if you don't grab it, you're not going to eat. Similar in a family, if you're like one child out of 8 children in the family, you have a different attitude. I better grab that chicken leg before all my other siblings get it. So 3 TVs on the shelf. Now, here's the deal. I am 6 foot, 3.5 inches tall, or at least I was back then. I'm still in that category, but I don't think every one of those inches still exists on my body anymore. I don't think I've stood up straight since 1927. The TVs are on the 3rd shelf. Only I could grab a TV. I'm made in the shade here. Well, some other people can jump pretty high, apparently. So by the time I get to the shelf, and I'm only like 10 feet away, by the time I get to the shelf, there's only 1 TV left. And it's sitting in my hand because I can grab it right. See, the camera can't even tilt that high. I grab that sucker off the shelf. And I bring it down to my body location. And I turn around. And I see like another 20, 30 people standing in front of me. They don't look happy. They don't look happy. There's one lady who's looking up at me. She has the largest eyes. And she wasn't very well dressed. She did have pants on, I must say, but she wasn't well dressed. She looked a little tattered and extremely sad. And I could immediately read her, like she has children. She can't reach that high. She can't run that fast. Should she be punished for her inabilities? No. Very quickly, within the space of a split second, I say to myself, Ron, do you really need this TV? Well, the answer to that became something that will live with me for the rest of my life up until now. After today, maybe not. I looked at her. She looked at me. I looked at the TV under my arm. I looked at her with nothing under her arm. And she just was staring at me. And it captivated me, and I looked at her. And I knew I didn't really need this TV. I was just here for the experience. And believe it or not, my friends, and you may not believe it, but it's a true story. I turned toward her, and I said, "Here," and I gave her the TV. Her face lit up like a Christmas tree with all the bulbs. And I thought at that point she was going to reach up and kiss me, shake my hand, not that she had a free hand to shake, or say thank you, or God bless you, you're going to heaven, a direct flight. The stairway to heaven for you will be an escalator, an express elevator. Thank you. Instead, she turned around, and with all the energy in her body, she booked it out of there with that TV under her hand like she didn't have a problem in the world. And I just stood there, and I had split emotions. My immediate emotion was to yell out loud, "Bitch!" But I didn't do it. And I certainly can't say that on television. That was my immediate response. She was gone by the time I could even bat an eyelash. And I just slowly walked away. And I think the rest of the crowd was staring at me as I walked away, probably saying to themselves, "What an idiot. What a schmuck." But schmuck is only skin deep. Inside, I felt like, oh my God, I've discovered today on Black Friday, I'm a good person. I got a soul. I've got a heart. I didn't know that. I knew I had high blood pressure. That's what my doctor said. But I didn't know my heart was, in that sense, so giving. And I walked back to my car. I didn't buy anything else in that store. I wasn't there for anything else. All that stuff in that store was crap anyway. Got back to my car, and I started feeling really good about myself. And I never said a word to anybody about that story because I felt kind of stupid. I felt like I trusted that lady to be the lady that I thought that she was. I don't know why I would. Well, she looked like she was, but she wasn't. And from that moment on, I learned two things. Got two fingers up. That means I'm going to tell you two things. The first thing was, I guess I have a really good soul. I guess I'm a good person inside. This hard candy shell is nice. Don't screw with me, but still nice inside. Number two, don't trust anyone. Now, maybe your close family, you get to know them really well. Okay, maybe them. You can trust them, perhaps, to some extent. But people you don't know, don't trust them. Because like Black Friday shows where there's a very small amount of stock and a large amount of people who want that stock, but there isn't enough for everybody, it taught me a lesson that the human race is basically nothing but a gaggle of animals. We are basically animals who are trying the best we can to be civilized in order to live with the other animals. But in essence, we're animals. Animals with a heart. It's the struggle of existence to either be the animal, which we are, or the soft-hearted angels, which we try to be and maybe sometimes can be. Because we have emotions. We get touched by the heart. And many people will use that quality in order to manipulate you, to who get what they want out of you, such as marketers, advertisers, etc. So you can't trust everybody. I think it was one of the religions, I can't remember which one, because there are so many, where you start by trusting everybody, and if they break your trust, then you don't give them your trust anymore. No. You start not trusting them. They have to earn your trust. That's the way it should work. That's the way it usually does. And that's my Black Friday Kmart story. Hope you enjoyed it. That'll be $10, please. All right, it's free. I can't charge for this. I'm not allowed here. I do, however, just to promote myself, I do this every day unless it's a holiday on the radio. Or you can find me on all those platforms, all those social things on the line of the international. We call it internet radio, not podcast. We call it internet radio. I'm on the Amazon Music, the Pandora Music, even though it's not a music show, they still carry it. iHeartRadio sponsors us. We have sponsors, people. They do things. We're on the Apple Podcasts. I mean, all of the SoundCloud, Audible, all those things. We're on all of them. And also some syndicated radio stations across this wonderful country of ours. So you can join me. The easiest is to find me online because you all got cell phones now. And just to go to New England Broadcasting or Ron Van Dam Show, and you'll find me every weekday, a brand new episode. We've done well over 3,000 of them. And this is just another one. So join me there, will you please? And that is my commercial for me. Now let's move forward, shall we? Well, what's the point? I already told you a story. What the hell do you want from me? Here's the other interesting thing that I found recently. Oh, look at that. That is so cool. When you think you've got your elbow at the end of the table, but you don't, that is so cool looking, isn't it? So stupid. The phrase, well, okay, so I get up early in the morning for this Black Friday thing. There were a lot of people in line that kept saying the same thing to me for no reason whatsoever, and they would just turn to me and say, wow, this is early. I haven't even had my coffee yet. And then I realized that is the excuse of the century. I haven't had my coffee yet. You can do things wrong. You can screw things up, and all you have to say after you do something horrible is, I'm sorry I didn't have my coffee yet. And they buy that. They believe, okay. They condone it. It's like you're late for work, and your supervisor or boss, whatever, comes over to you and says, you're late. You're late. You're not supposed to be late. We pay you to be on time. And your response is, well, I haven't had my coffee yet. Oh, okay. I didn't know. Excuse me. I didn't know you hadn't had your coffee yet. Sorry I said that. Sorry. You can use that. If you yell at your spouse. How dare you talk to me like that? I'm sorry. I haven't had my coffee yet. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Go on, yell at me more. I have some coffee though. Oh, okay. I get it. You could literally murder somebody. Cold-blooded murder. And the cops come and they arrest you. They put you in handcuffs and they say to you, what are you thinking? What are you doing? And you say to the cops, look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I murdered the person, but I haven't had my coffee yet. Oh, okay. Okay. So if you had your coffee, you wouldn't have murdered the person? Yeah, no, because I hadn't had my coffee. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, okay. I just go home, get some coffee, get some sleep, and all right, I get it. Everybody buys that excuse. Hey, Wally, did you? I don't know why I use the name Wally. Wally, did you pick up our son from daycare? Oh my God! Oh my God! No, he must still be there. I forgot to pick him up. How could you forget to pick up your own son? Oh, I haven't had my coffee yet. Oh, okay. He can wait. He can wait. He can wait. He'll understand. He'll understand. Someday when he's older and he hasn't had his coffee, he'll understand why you didn't pick him up and while he just sat on the curb in front of the building while everybody else went home. He'll get it. He'll get it. I'm serious. He will. Just please have a cup of coffee, and next time have the coffee before you're supposed to pick him up, okay? It works for everything. Did you ever go to the dentist? You know, Bob. Now it's Bob. You know, Bob. You're not flossing. You got some gum disease coming on here. You got that ginger vitamins here, the gingivitis. I tell you all the time to floss. You're letting things go. I'm sorry, doctor. I hadn't had my coffee yet. Oh, okay. All right. You got the gum disease. So what? We'll fix it someday. Very strange. That is an accepted excuse for everything. Legally, it's an accepted excuse. Can you imagine Moses leading the chosen ones, or some of the ones that were not chosen, through the desert wearing sandals? Come on, get some shoes, seriously, right? But they're going through the desert. Moses takes a wrong turn, and they end up in quicksand. Moses, what are you doing? Moses, we're going to die in the quicksand. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have my coffee yet. Didn't have my coffee. Okay, guess we're sacrifices. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. You know it is, don't you? You know what crazy is. I know you know. What's on next? What's on after me today? Is it basket weaving again? Are we going to do the basket weaving? How many times do we have to watch somebody weave a basket? You know, they sell this stuff now at Kmart. Why are we weaving a basket? You know what I did for Christmas? I knitted a sweater for him. Okay, now I don't want to break the news to you, but they sell sweaters in stores now. You don't have to knit them in order to have a sweater. They have them made up by young children in Taiwan and other countries. They are happy to do it. They're very good making sweaters, these little kids. You don't have to knit sweaters for people anymore. But I love to knit sweaters for... You don't have to. I'm out of time for today. I'll be back again next week with another episode. Will you join me then? Go to ronvandam.com, newenglandbroadcasting.com. Take a listen to the programs. But until that time arrives, I wish you peace.